My son Ethan's Academic Excellence Awards ceremony was scheduled for Thursday evening at 6 p.m. He was 12 years old and receiving recognition for straight A's for the fourth consecutive year, plus a special award for placing first in the regional science competition. He had worked incredibly hard, late nights, studying, practicing science project presentations dozens of times in front of me, and reviewing flashcards during breakfast. He had earned every single achievement. I had sent calendar invitations to my entire family 3 weeks in advance, my parents, my sister Rebecca, my brother Kyle, and my aunt Sharon. All of them confirmed they would be there. "Grandma's really coming?" Ethan asked the night before, his face lit up with excitement. "She promised." They all did. "Everyone wants to see you get your awards. Even Aunt Rebecca. She said my science project was boring." "That was just her being cranky. She'll be there. Everyone's so proud of you." "I hope Mr. Patterson calls my name really loud when I get the science award so everyone can hear." My heart swelled. "They'll all hear, buddy. I'll make sure I get videos." Thursday came. Ethan wore his best button-up shirt and the tie his grandfather had given him for his birthday. He had combed his hair 3 times and kept checking his reflection. We arrived at school at 5:45 p.m. The auditorium was filling up, families clustering in groups, taking photos, beaming with pride at their children. I saved 7 seats, 1 for me and 6 for my family. 6:00 p.m. The ceremony started. My family's seats remained empty. I checked my phone. No messages, no missed calls. 6:15 p.m. The first awards were being presented. Still empty seats beside me. I texted my mother. "Where are you? The ceremony has started." No response. 6:30 p.m. Ethan kept glancing at our row, his smile dimming each time he saw the empty seats. At 6:47 p.m., they called Ethan's name for the Straight A Achievement Award. He walked onto the stage and received his certificate. The auditorium applauded. Other families cheered. Our section was silent except for me. Ethan looked directly at the empty seats as he walked back to his spot. At 7:12 p.m., they announced the first place science award. Ethan Matthews for his project on renewable energy conversion efficiency. Ethan walked onto the stage he dreamed about, the award he worked on for 6 months, and received his trophy. The applause was generous. A few parents even stood to clap for the science achievements. I stood alone in our section, filming on my phone, trying to look like a whole family instead of just one person. Ethan came back to sit with me. "They didn't come," he whispered. "I know, sweetie. I'm so sorry. You said they promised." "They did promise. I don't know what happened. Did I do something wrong?" "No, baby. You did everything right. You worked so hard and earned these awards. This is all on them, not you." After the ceremony, while other kids took photos with their extended families, Ethan and I stood alone. I took pictures of him with his certificate and trophy, trying to make it feel special, trying to pretend it wasn't breaking both our hearts. We went for ice cream afterward, his favorite place. He barely touched his sundae. "Why didn't they come, Mom?" "I don't know yet, but I'm going to find out." My phone buzzed. Finally, a text from my mother. But it wasn't an apology. "Mom, hi sweetie. Quick question. Rebecca found the perfect used car, $6,000. Can you send your contribution by tomorrow? She really needs reliable transportation." I stared at that message, reading it 3 times to make sure I wasn't hallucinating. They had missed Ethan's awards ceremony, all of them. And 2 hours later, my mother was asking me to fund my sister's car purchase. My hands were shaking. "Ethan, honey, can you wait here for 1 minute? I need to make a phone call." I walked outside and called my mother. "Oh good, you saw my text," she answered brightly. "Can you Venmo it tonight? The seller has other interested buyers." "Where were you tonight?" "What?" "Ethan's awards ceremony. Where were you?" "You promised you'd be there." "Oh, that was tonight?" "Honey, I'm so sorry, we completely forgot. We were helping Rebecca look at cars and lost track of time. You forgot." My voice was flat. "These things happen. I'm sure Ethan understands. Tell him congrats on his awards." "You forgot your grandson's academic awards ceremony because you were car shopping?" "Well, Rebecca needed help. You know how she is with big decisions. Rebecca is 31 years old. Ethan is 12. He worked all year for straight A's. He spent 6 months on that science project. He won first place. And you forgot because my adult sister needed help buying a car." "Don't take that tone with me. We said we were sorry. You said you forgot. That's not the same as sorry. And now you're asking me to give Rebecca $6,000 for a car that was more important than my son. It's not like that. What's it like then? Explain it to me, because from where I'm standing, my entire family chose my sister's car shopping over my son's achievement recognition, and now you want me to pay for the car. You're being dramatic. It's just one event. It was important to Ethan, you all promised. He got dressed up. He was so excited for you all to see him. And you forgot because you were looking at used cars. We'll make it up to him. How? You can't redo tonight. He'll never get that moment back. And now you're asking for $6,000 like nothing happened. Family helps family, Jennifer. Then where was my family tonight? Where were you when Ethan needed you? He didn't need us. He was just getting some awards. I hung up. I walked back inside where Ethan was drawing patterns in his melted ice cream. What did Grandma say? She forgot. They were all helping Aunt Rebecca look at cars. His face crumpled. Cars are more important than me. No, baby. Nothing is more important than you. They made a terrible choice. Do they even care about my awards? I don't know, but I care. And you should be so proud of yourself. I pulled out my phone and opened my banking app. I transferred exactly 5 cents to my mother's account with the memo. For gas money. Congrats on the car. Then I did something I've been thinking about for months. My parents had keys to my house. For emergencies, they'd said when we'd moved in 3 years ago, they had used them exactly twice. Once to water plants when we were on vacation, once to let in a repair person when I was at work. But mostly those keys represented access. Privilege. The assumption that they could come and go, that they were welcome, that they were trusted. I drove to their house. They were out, probably still car shopping with Rebecca, and I used my key to let myself in. I went to their kitchen drawer where they kept spare keys, found mine, took them. I left a note on their counter. Since you forgot my son tonight, I figure you might forget you're not welcome at my house anymore either. Keys returned. Don't come by. Then I left. Friday morning, I woke to 17 missed calls and 23 text messages. Mom, did you really only send 5 cents? This is cruel. Rebecca, what the hell is wrong with you? Mom said you're refusing to help me. Kyle, why are you being such a bitch about this? Mom, and you okay our keys? That's theft. Those are our emergency keys. Dad, this is completely unacceptable. Call your mother immediately. I deleted all of them without responding. Then I blocked their numbers. I made Ethan breakfast, his favorite pancakes, and we talked about his awards, his science project, how proud I was. We hung his certificate on the refrigerator and put his trophy on the mantel. It's okay that it's just us, right, Mom? It's more than okay. You and me were enough. Thursday afternoon, exactly 1 week after Ethan's ceremony, there was a knock on my door. 2 police officers stood on my porch. Ma'am, are you Jennifer Matthews? Yes. We received a report that you're withholding property belonging to Robert and Patricia Henderson. They're claiming you took house keys that belonged to them. I blinked. I took my own house keys back. They had copies that I gave them for emergencies. I took them back. They're my keys to my house. They're saying the keys were their property and you entered their home without permission to take them. I had a key to their house. I used it to retrieve my own property, keys to my house that I'd given them previously. Nothing I took belongs to them. The officers exchanged glances. Ma'am, do you have documentation proving this is your residence? Of course. This is my house. I own it. I showed them my driver's license with my address, my mortgage statement, my deed. And these keys, they're to this property? Yes. Keys to my house that my parents had copies of. I took them back because I no longer want them to have access. The older officer sighed. Ma'am, your parents are also claiming you owe them $6,000, and you're refusing to pay. I don't owe them anything. My mother asked me to contribute to my sister's car purchase. I declined. There's no legal debt. They seem to think there's a family obligation. Officers, I'm sorry they wasted your time, but there's no crime here. I retrieved my own property from people who I'd lent it to. I declined to give money to family members who asked for it. Neither of those things is illegal. The younger officer looked increasingly uncomfortable. Ma'am, is there some kind of family dispute happening here? Yes. My entire family skipped my 12-year-old son's academic awards ceremony last Thursday to go car shopping with my sister. 2 hours later, my mother asked me to contribute $6,000 to the car they'd bought instead of attending my son's event. I declined and took back the keys to my house. The older officer's expression changed. Your son's awards ceremony? Academic Excellence Awards. Straight A's for 4 years running. First place in the regional science competition. They all promised they'd be there. They all forgot because they were looking at used cars. How old is your son? 12. Both officers looked uncomfortable. The older one cleared his throat. Ma'am, I'm sorry for the intrusion. You haven't committed any crime. The keys to your house are your property, regardless of who had copies, and you're under no legal obligation to give anyone money, family or not. That's what I thought. We'll make a note in the report that this is a civil family matter and no crime was committed. He paused. For what it's worth, I'm sorry your family didn't show up for your son. That's rough. Thank you. They left. I closed the door and found Ethan standing in the hallway, having heard everything. They called the police on you? They did. Because you wouldn't buy Aunt Rebecca a car? And because I took my house keys back. They thought they could scare me into changing my mind. That's mean. Yes, it is. Are you in trouble? No, baby. The police confirmed I didn't do anything wrong. He hugged me. Good. I don't want you to be in trouble. You're the only one who came to my ceremony. That night, my best friend Sarah called. I heard your parents called the cops on you. How did you hear that? Small town. My neighbor's sister's husband is a police officer. Word travels. She paused. Want to tell me what's really going on? I explained everything. The missed ceremony, the car request, the 5 cents, the keys, the police. Jesus, Jen, your family is something else. That's one way to put it. How's Ethan handling it? He's hurt, confused. He keeps asking why cars are more important than him. What are you telling him? The truth. That sometimes people make bad choices, that their choices say nothing about his worth. Are you going to talk to your parents? About what? They called the police on me because I wouldn't fund my sister's car after they all skipped my son's awards. What's left to say? Maybe that you're hurt? That they damaged their relationship with both you and Ethan. Sarah, they know what they did. They just don't care. They care about Rebecca's car and their entitlement to my money and their access to my house. They don't care that they broke my son's heart. So that's it? You're done? I'm done letting them hurt Ethan. If that means I'm done with them, then yes. 2 months passed. I didn't hear from my parents directly, but I heard through mutual acquaintances that they were telling everyone I was punishing them for one small mistake. One small mistake. That's what they reduced it to. Then one Tuesday afternoon, my father showed up at my workplace. Security called me. There's a Robert Henderson here to see you. Says he's your father. Tell him I'm unavailable. He says it's urgent. Family emergency. My heart jumped. What kind of emergency? He didn't specify, just said it was urgent he speak with you. I went down to the lobby. My father stood there, looking smaller than I remembered. What's the emergency? I asked without preamble. Can we talk privately? No. What's the emergency? It's your mother. She's very upset about the situation. She's not sleeping. She's barely eating. That's the emergency. Mom's upset that I set boundaries. It was a mistake. It was a choice. You all chose Rebecca's car shopping over Ethan's achievement ceremony. Then you asked me for $6,000. Then you called the police on me when I said no. Those were all choices. We didn't realize how much it would hurt him. Because you didn't think about him at all. You thought about Rebecca and cars and money. You didn't think about a 12-year-old boy who worked all year for those awards and was so excited for his family to see him. We're sorry. Are you? Are you sorry you hurt him? Or are you sorry I set boundaries and you can't manipulate me anymore? That's not fair. Dad, you called the police because I wouldn't buy Rebecca a car. You tried to have me arrested for taking back my own house keys. Don't talk to me about fair. What do we have to do to fix this? I don't know if you can fix it. Ethan doesn't ask about you anymore. He stopped wondering why you didn't come. He just accepted that you didn't care enough to show up. That's not true. Then where were you? Give me one good reason why Rebecca's used car shopping was more important than Ethan's awards ceremony. He couldn't answer. That's what I thought. I turned to leave. Jennifer, please. He's our grandson. Then act like it. Show up for him. Care about his achievements. Put him first for once instead of whatever Rebecca wants or whatever's convenient for you. I paused. Until you can do that, stay away. I won't let you keep disappointing him. I walked away and didn't look back. 6 months after the awards ceremony, Ethan got his report card. Straight A's again, 5th consecutive year. Are we going to tell Grandma? He asked, looking at his grades. Do you want to? He thought about it. No, she'll just forget again. Maybe, maybe not. I don't want to find out. He hung his report card on the refrigerator next to his certificate from the ceremony. This is good enough. You and me. You and me, I agreed. And it was good enough. Better than good. Because Ethan learned something important that night, his family didn't show up. That his worth wasn't determined by who showed up to celebrate him. That his achievements mattered regardless of who witnessed them. And that he had one person who would always choose him. And sometimes, one person who truly shows up is worth more than a dozen who only show up when it's convenient. My family chose a car over my son. I chose my son over my family. And I'd make that choice every single time.